sex sells. Look at 365 days. That in itself should shut down the entire idea. My mom and dad are gonna kill me. Jesus Christ. Oh, that water tastes nasty. What's up, you guys? It's me, Aliyah, and welcome back to my channel. Hello, how are you? I'd love to hear how you're doing down below in the comments, and if they're not on, in my DMs on Instagram or Twitter. Susan, I'm not gonna get over until you stop trying me. I am back from my little mini week break. I had a lot of things going on at home, and I just decided YouTube shouldn't be a priority for once. And I just took the rest of the week off of last week. But you know what? I'm back on my Monday, Wednesday, Friday uploading schedule 5 p.m. and occasionally 4 p.m. Eastern. We're back, baby. You guys read the title. Today I'm going to be doing a answering questions you're too afraid to ask your mom, because it's 2020. There's a lot of things that should be questioned, but we feel like we can't, because sometimes just asking certain questions to your parents just isn't like it. Like, it just might not make you feel comfortable. So that's what this kind of video is for. Disclaimer: if you're gonna be immature about things such as sex, birth control, relationships, boyfriends, girlfriends, toxic friends, family members, anything of the sort, you may go ahead and leave. This video is not for you, because this is a safe space. Don't ruin that with your immaturity. So I asked you guys on my spam account to go ahead and ask me questions you're too afraid to ask your mom/parent. Like promised in the Instagram post, I said that you guys' names will remain anonymous, because I feel like that's the least I can do for you guys. Before any of you try to clock me, I got an iPhone 11 recently. I know, after I said so much about me not liking the way they look, I still don't like the way they look, but I still got one. Wow, the irony. This is an XR case, and it's because my phone cases for this phone didn't come in yet. I'm just too afraid to walk around with a naked phone. Sorry, not sorry. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into these girl talk questions you're too afraid to ask your mom. What's the best way to tell your mom you have a boyfriend or girlfriend when they are strict themselves? I'm gonna give you some background of what I've done in the past. So whenever I previously got into relationships, I've only had one like serious relationship before the one I am right now. Jesus, I can't talk today. I kind of just like talked to the boy, and then my parents just figured it out, and it just kind of clicked in their brain. I would do this after a while, not right off the bat, because I would say wait at least like a month, maybe 2 if you want to be safe, and be like,
hey, I'm talking to this boy or girl or non-binary,
because we're all inclusive,
person, and I just thought I should let you know so you're not questioning who I'm talking to on FaceTime
or Instagram FaceTime for those who don't have iPhone.
at 2 a.m. It's getting kind of serious. We really like each other, and I just thought I should let you know that they like exist and things like that.
I would feel like they would appreciate that, because you're coming forward to them on something that you want them to have like insight on, or have like some knowledge of. And I feel like you going to them would be like give you a lot of points, because that's like the mature thing to do instead of hiding it for over a year. How do you get over someone you never even dated? I dealt with this 2 years, no, almost 3 years ago. I don't know, some years ago, whatever, it doesn't matter. Because it's like, this could have been us, this would have been us, it should have been us, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not. So get the image out of your head and let it go. I say the best way to get over it is just think, hey, this didn't happen for a reason. Something in the universe is telling me this didn't happen for whatever reason, and I should be thankful for that, because you could have dodged a bullet. And honestly, really think about it. If y'all are really meant to be together for whatever lesson, this could be your future husband, wife, this could be just a lesson of a person who cheats on you. You don't know. You won't know if it's not in your plan to know. So maybe you won't ever know, and maybe that's the best thing for you. I would just say the best way to get over it, just realize it never happened for a reason. Straight like that. How do I get over the need to be in a relationship and the feeling of needing to be loved? In 2020, it seems like a lot of people are trying to get into that isolated, oh, I don't need anybody mindset, oh, I have myself. It's annoying, and it's not healthy. We all need people. We all want to feel loved. And I feel like when you're looking for that in other people, it just makes it hard, because it seems like it's never enough from somebody else. I'm not about to sit up here and tell you, oh my God, love yourself, because that's a whole process in itself, and it takes a long time. It isn't always the simple answer, because you can't just do that overnight. If you want to get over the feeling of wanting to be in a relationship, just remember, once again, you're in your single life right now for a reason. Yeah, relationships are great. I'm not even gonna cap to you. Relationships are so fun. You create so many memories. You create such a bond and love for people, but you also have to remember relationships also have its downs. It's a roller coaster, okay? Love comes in different forms. You can get it from family, friends, anybody. It doesn't have to be from a significant other. So that feeling of love can come from anywhere. If you're constantly thinking about wanting to be in a relationship, it's constantly gonna make you sad. So I would honestly say just keep your mind off of it. Keep a good group of friends around you, and realize like, hey, I have good friends. I don't need no mans. I don't need no girl. Although I love my relationship, I will tell you right now, if you really want a tip on like how you not want to crave it, don't get me started on how much money me and my boyfriend spent on each other. That in itself should shut down the entire idea. How do I ask for birth control? I want to get it to lessen my period symptoms, cramps mainly, but I feel like my mom would be suspicious since I do have a boyfriend. I am on the June 1/20th. I don't know how to say say this. 21-day pill. I mean, this is literally just like your standard birth control pill. It's like the most basic of basic. Birth control has such a negative connotation to it because it's like, ooh, birth control, you must be having sex. Like, no girl, my period kills me. Like, I hate it here. It has a lot of benefits and downers to it, but honestly, it comes down to the person with what you want to do. And I can't wait for all those, oh my god, birth control's not healthy, don't promote this. I'm pretty sure everybody knows birth control isn't the healthiest thing for you, but if you really need it in a sense to that will make your life easier, go ahead and get it. Once again, unless it's your body, stay out of it. Call, text, or talk to your mom face to face if you have a good enough relationship where she doesn't blow up in your face, because I know moms are like that and they always assume the worst when it comes to stuff like this, because like I said before, people typically think, ooh, birth control, ooh, sex. Get into it. You should ask her, like, is there any other way besides birth control to like lessen my period symptoms? Especially if she knows that you have bad period symptoms, she's gonna see where you're coming from. So like, if you haven't expressed already that your like symptoms are bad, I say go ahead and express that, and then y'all can come together to find a way to fix that. And if you guys seriously tried everything else in the book, tell her birth control is your last option and you want to go to the doctor or call the telehealth people, since you know the virus is still going around, and kind of tell them what you want help with, and they'll give you all the rundown of all the options, from the implant, the IUD, the pill, the patch, everything. And then you just test them out till you find the right one for you. And honestly, when it comes to the suspicions because you're in a relationship, like that's always gonna happen no matter who you talk about things like this, because I could say I'm on birth control right now. I didn't tell y'all what I got it for. People are always just gonna assume sex. And honestly, that's just something that comes with birth control, because it's the most popular thing it does for people is prevent pregnancy. So no matter what, people are gonna suspect that. But I mean, as long as you make it clear like what your main intention is, like, yeah, preventing pregnancy is like a plus. Like, hello, no babies when you're not ready. Hello. But if you're doing it to help your period, can they be mad at you? No, especially when it seems like nothing else works. How do I get over my ex I still care about, even though he makes it seem like he still cares about me? It's okay to still care about exes. What's not okay is putting yourself through emotional and mental hell to try to get over something that needs to take time. Time heals everything. When you rush the process, the sooner you're gonna get back into the unhealthy circle of missing them, texting them, playing with them a little bit, getting involved. You drop each other off in the middle of nowhere, and then it's like, what happened? And then you just keep going in this circle, and it's mentally draining yourself. You don't have to like automatically stop giving a damn about the person you were with, because it's like, once again, it's such a big part of your life. But honestly, I feel like the best thing you could do is just refine who you were before the relationship and then improve on that person, because I feel like when you finally take time to like see who you are, evaluate that, and find things that you don't really like, and you put time into improve that, that's when you start getting over it and realizing, hey, I can function without this human being. This is good for me. Like, hello, they probably still care about you, because when breakups are fresh, the wounds are still open, everything still hurts by tens. How do you stop peer pressure or even FOMO? Oh, fear of missing out. Fear of missing out is what FOMO means. Queen of acronyms. You can't stop peer pressure. It just kind of happens, and it's okay to give into it once in a while, because hey, some of my peer pressure moments were some of the best moments I had as a teenager. Not gonna lie to you. And fear of missing out, that's normal. Everybody has a fear of missing out on something. I have a fear of missing out on college parties, the college experience and everything. You gotta realize, like, do you want to put yourself in that situation that other people are putting themselves in just because you want an experience? Is it that serious? I am a big person on fear of missing out on things. When I get my hopes up for something, big milestones, and when they get taken, it's like I feel like I miss out on a lot, and then it's like, well, like, what am I supposed to do now? But I feel like as long as you don't feel lost without these feelings and like the peer pressure, you should be fine. But you also have to know like who you are as a person and like what you can handle, because you have to be honest with yourself when it comes to stuff like this, because it's like, well, I really care in 10 years if I miss out on this game, or like this boy, or like this girl, you know, or this drug, or this drink, you know? How do you shoot your shot at guys? Well, I've been out the game for almost 3 years, but I can tell you what not to do. Play stupid. If you act stupid, they're gonna be able to think that they can treat you like you're stupid, and I know you're not stupid. You are. Be nice and be upfront. Be honest. Be like, hey, you're kind of cute. Love your personality. Let's like talk more. The worst they can do is curve you. How do you tell your ex to leave you alone and that you don't want a relationship or friendship anymore if they are taking the hints? Block them. How do you let go of someone you are sexually attached to when your relationship was based off your body? That's kind of hard, because I never been put in a situation like this. Because I never had a relationship based off sex. Therapy? That's a good question. How do you say no to a guy who's trying to have sex with you if you're not ready? If they're not taking no as an answer, chair and make it electric. If they say why, literally just simply say I'm not ready. And if they take offense to that, there's thousands of other people they could do it with. I'm sorry to break it to you, but that's just how people work. Just got my notification. Oh, that water tastes nasty. How do you know if a boy really likes you or only wants you for sex? This really varies from boy to boy because y'all know men are sexually hungry 24/7. I don't know what it is. I think it's the hormones throughout their body. It's weird. Honestly, I would say from me personal experience, a red flag for me is them being like super affectionate right off the bat. When they're super affectionate off the bat, maybe they're just super touchy and that's just how they communicate with people. But me personally, with my experience, it always leads to that. Like when they're super affectionate, like a week after they met you and then 3 weeks later, it's not a surprise that the question pops up. You know what I'm saying? And then I feel like when a boy really likes you, they really take your time to know you, and it's really obvious that they are taking their time to know you. I don't know if that really helped, but that's just one of the things I personally look for. I mean, I don't look for anything because I literally have a boyfriend, but that's one of the things that I noticed happens when it comes to certain boys, not men, because men will just tell you straight up. Remember that. Having sex, really all that. Can you get pregnant from oral? Does it feel good? So you can't get pregnant from that. You can only do it with penetration. Does it feel good? I feel like it depends on the person because I don't know if y'all know this, but not all sexual experiences are the same. You can have high expectations, but just so everybody kind of does things differently, not everybody functions the same way. Like, yeah, it's the same action, but it's the way the action is done. My mom and dad are gonna kill me. Jesus Christ. What should you do when your partner is forcing you to have sex? I don't know if this is consensual, because I'm about to say if it isn't consensual, chair make it electric, break up with them. And 2, just tell them you don't want to. And if they take that to heart, tell them to go find somebody else who wants to do that. Because if you don't want to do that, they should respect that. No means no. And if you've clearly expressed that no is your answer in the time being and for the long run and they can't respect that, leave them. You deserve better. Does birth control make you gain weight or lose it? I don't know what to believe. Side effects for everybody is different because everybody's body is different. Everybody reacts to birth control differently. My pill is making me personally gain weight in my thighs and boobs, and it's really annoying because it's going everywhere that I don't need it to go. Need to work its way to the back, to the caboose. Honestly, it just depends on the person. One birth control method I know that has been proven to make you gain weight is the shot. You just really have to do your research. Everybody's body reacts differently to birth control. What do you do when you're caught your manager looking at your chest or if he asked you if you could twerk? Hi, I'd like to speak to HR. I am being sexually harassed. Yes. On the clock, yes. Yep. Yeah. His name is John Wilkes Booth. We have security tapes. I have video evidence. He's a creep. And if that doesn't work, take it to Twitter. They will ride and die for you, and that's just on that. Thoughts on flicking the bean? I'm not gonna say it because the word makes people nervous. I'm honestly all for it. Not everybody likes having sexual partners. Flicking the bean is safe. You don't get any STDs, STIs. Easy way to get some pleasure in the middle of your week. I don't know. Go for it if you want to try it. Hello. If you say no multiple times after starting and they don't stop, but you didn't try to push them off, what do you do? Is that considered SA? If you say no and they don't stop, I'm not even gonna say the word because you already know what I'm thinking. This is 100% a form of assault and harassment, and honestly, I'm not even gonna tell you go to police officer because 9 times out of 10, Law and Order SVU set y'all up to think that officers, solve all these assault and harassment crimes. That's not how the police work in real life. We've seen that. I would honestly, just to get it off your chest, I wouldn't say take it to social media because people are gonna be like, well, what were you wearing? What were y'all doing? Were you there with him late? Are y'all in a relationship? Because at the end of the day, no means no, no matter the relationship, your outfit or anything. I would personally say your best bet is talking to a licensed professional / therapist to see if there's like any ways that you can eventually not get over it, but just kind of heal from the experience, because that is a form of harassment that nobody should have to deal with. So yeah, I would definitely recommend talking to a licensed professional or therapist, because I didn't say that in the video, so I'm saying it now. You didn't do anything wrong, and don't feel like you did anything wrong because you did. Are high school boys really worth it, or should I just stop wasting my time? I say when it comes to high school relationships, I wouldn't totally rule them out, because in high school, you're really growing up into an adult really fast, and during this time, you kind of have to figure out what you like for yourself, what you don't like for yourself. And honestly, I feel like in high school relationships, you can kind of figure out what you do like in relationships relationships and don't like in relationships, you know what I'm saying? Because it kind of trains you at an early age to figure out what you do like and like. Now, this might change over time, yes, but I feel like in high school relationships, you get like a little mini test trial. What's a good age to have sex? And if I'm in a relationship, what's a good amount of time before you start having it with your partner? I feel like you shouldn't really put a label on when you should start doing that, no matter if in a relationship or not, because you don't want to put a timer on something like that because everybody's timer is different. I definitely feel like there's like a too young for things like that, because if you're not even through puberty yet, forget it. You never know how people progress mentally, emotionally, and physically, because everybody's, once again, paths is different. Because somebody can be ready at 16, 17, 18, and some people won't be ready till they're 30. You can't really put a label on those things. And when it comes to a relationship, I feel like you need to have the sit down conversation of like, hey, this is what I've been thinking about, what do you think about it, and get kind of both sides. But I would say usually when, depending on the person, if you know, then you know. Like if you know it's just too early based on like how you guys are around each other, you kind of just know the rest from there. Why don't you let me live and learn from my mistakes rather than hide me from the truth? You know, I'm gonna talk about this for a second because my parents are big on not letting me live through my mistakes, because they always say like based on their experiences. I am big on learning from my own mistakes. I don't like when people try to tell me what I should and shouldn't be doing because of their experiences. Like I find that such bull, because it's like you're my parent and like you've been through some things and I might be showing out and like doing some things you did at my age, and based on like what you went through, I could fall in the same footsteps. But it's like, because you had a bad experience with this, am I just not gonna be able to ever do this? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like we're two different people. We may have a lot of similarities based on actions around the same age and like tendencies and stuff like that, but you gotta realize like people are gonna want to learn stuff on their own, because I don't take well just from people telling me something. If you tell me this food place is bad, I want to see it for myself. Prime example, how to put yourself out there after a breakup. Kind of put yourself in the mindset of like, hey, I am ready to be out there and with other people. So like, I'm gonna start showing up and showing out. Have social media on your side. It's okay to post that you want friends. If you want to get out there, literally just get out there. Make it known that you want new people around you. And then what you put out is what you get back in. So hey, that's how the law of attraction works. How do I get a boyfriend in quarantine? You don't, because that's a really, really, really bad idea. Everybody's bored in quarantine, so he probably has 15 other relationships. Don't do it to yourself, honey. What's the first time really like? Does it really hurt? Do people exaggerate it? Everybody's experience is different, especially with sex. It's a little uncomfortable the first time because it's like it's a new thing for your body to be going through and things like that. It might take a time or 2 or 3 for you to actually get comfortable and to the point where you feel comfortable in what's happening. Some people really do exaggerate it and drag it because people love shock value when it comes to stuff like that. Sex sells. Look at 365 days. On that note, guys, that is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a huge thumbs up and subscribe down below. I want to say thank you guys so much for 575,000 subscribers. While you're down there, make sure you hit that bell notification so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Even though I upload Monday, Wednesday, Friday, the notifications never hurt and they help me out a lot to see who is active. And make sure you guys follow me on social media. That includes my Instagrams, Twitter, and Spotify, so you can keep up with me when I am not on camera, which is pretty rare. While you are on my social medias, make sure to turn on all my notifications on Instagram, such as my stories, lives, IGTV, post notifications, because earlier you order things, the more fun social media is. And on that note, guys, thank you so much again for watching today's video, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Stay cool, stay safe. Bye, guys.